Hello and welcome to Sprangboro Sessions.
Hello,
That
hello, hello.
if I had like a cool little jingle, that's where I'd put it. But anyways, welcome everybody. I am Jamie Dare. I'm one of the hosts here at Sprangboro Sessions. Got my co-host, sidekick, and friend, Mr. TJ Otto.
Hello, hello, hello.
Today we are on episode
76.
76. That's correct. See,
Wow.
I was testing you. So, with that being said, a lot of things have happened, a lot of things have changed, but I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everyone that has stuck by and listened to the podcast. I know we haven't been on much here lately because everybody's living life, and COVID. It's kind of like the opacity of it's kind of going down a little bit. So we're all out doing things and living and being people and not at home all the time.
Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah.
So.
That sounds like a good excuse. That's what normal people do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
We're out and about, I swear.
What is the temperature outside? So right now, in my area, it's 83 degrees, right? Yeah, Fahrenheit. Humidity is probably like plus
all of it
70% or something stupid. So the reason why I bring that up is because I have two fans running in the background. I know TJ also has one. I have two. I have one down here on the floor for me that I got from my buddy, Rockin' Ronnie. I actually use it when I'm playing the shows, and I'll tell you about that here in a little bit. Then I have another little one that I have to run on the pack of my laptop battery because it gets so damn hot from running all the processes and doing all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah.
So if it's a little loud and fanny, well, you get what you pay for, bud.
Well, you won't hear it on this end. You got some pretty good audio filtration, so we're good to go.
Audio filtration game strong.
Yes, it is. I got a big two fan thing going right now in front of my face, so
that's awesome.
Try to get that cool friggin' ocean breeze to come my way.
Well, yeah, it's coming. It'll be cold in fall before we know it,
Yeah, exactly. It's 85 here. Not really that humid though. So that's on the low end today. Today was like I got into my car and my temp inside my car said 97. I was like, oh.
I want to put a quick plug out there and wanted to say thanks to all my faithful followers that have been following my 40 to 400 podcast. Thank you very much. I appreciate all 6 of you. You guys are wonderful. I'm kidding. It's been like 13 or 14 views I get on the tube of you. But either way, I really want to say thank you guys. I just dropped a video yesterday, which was Wednesday, August 3rd. So the next video will be dropping next Wednesday, whatever the date may be. I imagine it'll be August 10th. Be on the lookout for that. It'll be 6 p.m. I got a pretty cool video going for that. I can't wait to show you guys some cool stuff I've been doing and working on. But that's enough about that. TJ, my friend, it is so good to see that beautiful, beautiful face of yours, bud.
You as well, man. You as well. How's things been going?
Fantastic. One of my favorite meals around that we eat once in a while here at the house is spam and rice. So every time I'm looking at your shirt, I'm like, man, about to throw that dude in some rice and some butter, some onions.
So the people watching my recording, they're reading maps. So
no, it'll probably come out correct. Mine says faux 09, whatever that.
409. 409.
Yeah, man, it is so good to be on here. Like, seriously, man, how fun.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I was thinking about it yesterday at work. I was like, we didn't get a chance last Thursday we all got together. We were just kind of, I think it was just
We
were all
spent the whole
excited
time playing Rocket League.
Yeah, I think we were just really excited.
Bunch of nerds.
So just playing some Rocket League.
Yeah,
I mean, it was pretty much a cast without the recording.
Bunch of gaming nerds. You know what happened? I think what it is it's been a little while since you've been able to be on, and since we were all there, we're all like playing some Rocket League, which anyone that follows the podcast knows that that's something that we just do. And before we knew it, we were like an hour and a half, 2 hours in. We're like, holy crap, we should probably start the podcast. And we're like, one more game. And then an hour later, that game had passed.
No.
Shout out to Rocket League, still going strong. Pretty much most of COVID. 2020, I believe, is when we started playing that game. At least I think
we started playing it. It's been around for a long time before that.
Dude, new season 7's been great. It's on the 3rd stage of 4. Got all my unlocks except for this week's weeklies because I haven't been on it yet. Been running the Fennec again. I took a break from it for a while. Was trying some other cars just because it's fun to do that once in a while. But then I just like, I don't know. I feel like the Fennec, I have so much control of that car whenever I'm, because I use a controller on the PC, and I rip right around. Granted, I'm also landing and boosting at the same time, but not to brag, but that's a story for another time.
I don't want to like pat my own back or anything. But
I don't need to catapult, pat myself on the back, but we've been doing a lot of pretty fancy moves these days. Everybody's doing I like to call them darials. Everybody's up in the air, Rage of Hell, Pip, Rasta Jazz, Chip, just pulled out. And, all the dudes, man. We've been just grinding whenever we get on there. It's been a lot of fun. But non-video game related, my son is 2 months old. I don't think we've done a podcast since before he was born. And his name is, Graysin, and he's fantastic. He's definitely rekindled an old flame in this 39-year-old, almost oldish man. I'm hitting my middle of my life. That's what they say. 40 is like the middle of your life. For me, I'm like, damn, I'm 2/3 of the way through it, bro. I put this vessel through hell, boy. I'll tell you that. So
I'll be 40. What am I going to be this year? Shit. When you get to be my age, you don't really pay attention to much anymore to what age it is.
I'll be the big 4-0 coming in February. Oh yeah, baby! Big early shout out to my twin brother Joe. Love you, bro. Hope you're doing all right. I ain't talked to you in a little bit because I know you've been busy doing your thing. But big shout out to you. Big shout out to my big brother. He's I know I shouldn't really say things online, but he's he's been clean. He went and he's done the programs, and he's been clean now, man, for 10, 11 months. Big shout out to him. Big brother, I'm so very proud of you, man. I knew inside you could do it, and I'm glad that you see that you can do it. My other brother, my brother-in-law, he's doing a similar situation right now, so kudos to him. I'm proud of you, bro. You got this. Keep going. Rest in peace, Uncle Pete. That was some unfortunate news that has happened here recently. He was a hell of an awesome guy. He was a lot of fun. He spent a lot of nights when he was around, hearing me talk about a bunch of bullshit and about nothing. But just wanted to say, take a second and just recap that. That's a hard one here at the family, and it ain't been the same without him, but I ain't trying to bring the mood all down. We're going to be having a celebration of life this month, and which is truly going to be awesome to spend time with the family. But yeah, man, what about you? What have you been up to? What's good, bro?
Just been focusing on dieting, man. Got up to like 187 or 89 pounds, something like that. I was like, I really kind of got to focus on this. I really got to pay attention. I put on those COVID pounds pretty hard.
I like to refer to it as the COVID-19. As in pounds.
Yeah, I doubled up that bit.
I am probably the heaviest that I have ever been in my life. is right now, and I feel healthy because I've always been a pretty small dude, and it's like, man, I feel pretty good. But then two strikes of reality. One, my buddy TJ weighs almost as much as I do now, and two, and two, I'm like, I probably should do something about that. Just because I had my son.
I got rid of it, baby. I got rid of it.
Well, it was actually, I like to refer to it as the sympathy weight because I put it on to make my wife feel better about the situation when she was pregnant.
And you pre-prepared for that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
A year ahead of time?
I've been
You've been working on that for a little while.
Yeah, for about 11 months now. I've been working on trying to figure that all out.
I'm just fucking with you.
But just super happy, super proud, man. You look great, as usual. You look like you could use a little sun, but that's not here nor there.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's always me, though.
I'm having a hard time seeing you, in certain lighting because you look like a ghost, I spent one day outside and I'm all acting like I've been tanning all year. Last weekend, me and my buddy the Wolf, we were outside working on another buddy's roof, his garage. It had like half the sheeting done, like it was done, but it looked like it got a hole in it, probably about a foot. And then they put a piece of plywood on it, and then some tar paper, and then a tarp. And it's been that way for a couple of years. So we're like, yeah, man, we'll just do it. We'll help you out. Wake up that morning, like, all right, let's go. It's going to be cloudy today. Incorrect. There was not a damn cloud in the sky until like 6:30, 7 o'clock,
Oh, sure.
So we're sitting there, and I had my hat on. I'm like, well, I better take it off and get a tan, And I rolled up my sleeves real far, and I'm like, damn, I do got a little farmer's tan going from playing outside a couple shows. But, yeah, so we put the shingles over it, we helped a friend out, But that's the only sun I've got, But you do, man. You look good.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So, I got down to 158 pounds about.
Oh,
I think
man.
I'm fluctuating between like 155 and like 160, 162, something like that. Pretty much just like, I work a lot. I work in a kitchen, so sweating a lot, so that helps keep the water weight off. But I do drink plenty of water, but that's pretty much like mostly what I drink. Like I have the occasional soda, I like to spark the sweetness every now and then. I cut out most candy. Today being an exception, I picked up a bag of
and this message has been brought to you by
gummies.
You got some
I got the gummies.
Nice.
Yeah, I got some little soft gummies, and I got some like Ritz crackers. But I've been I've been fasting, so I've been doing like anywhere between like 8 and 12 hours fasting. For what people that don't know what fasting is, it's when you don't take in any calories in that 8 to 12 hours. So you drink you can drink like black coffee, tea, water, and that's about it. As far as I know, I mean, it could be there could be other things you take. Thing with that is you do have to take vitamin supplements, things like that, because unless you figure out a diet, I'm not that good at it, so I just eat like I normally would have eaten. I have like big breakfast I'll have in the morning, and then I'll have like maybe a late dinner after work. All depends on the timing too. Sometimes if I eat early enough, I can eat during my work shift. Or like right at the end of my work shift if I'm working like an 8-hour day. But if I'm working like tomorrow, where I'm working 12 hours tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be 12 hours tomorrow, so
nice.
I'll eat like just before we go into the dinner rush. I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow morning and have breakfast. So that way I can fast for that amount of time.
I generally fast between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. No.
You have to be active during the fast. That's
Oh.
the that's the key. You have to be
Oh.
burning calories during
Well,
that fast for it to work.
you didn't say that. That's not part
Sorry.
of.
I
That's
should have
not part of the
explained that in the
deal.
beginning. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to be
Lord
burning
knows, Lord
calories.
knows, I ain't active in that time.
Yeah, because if you sleep, you're burning very little calories. So.
Uh, but I do play a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how many. I mean, I wonder how many shows we've played this year. I guess I could look. I have it all right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've played 15 shows this year so far.
Nice.
That's pretty much the whole year of COVID. We have, plenty more to go.
Yep.
Looking forward to doing our town fair again September. You remember
Yeah.
how that goes.
Yeah.
We're doing that again this September. I think the 17th is that Saturday we're playing. Man, we played actually quite a bit of community events here in the last 2 months. My son's been to 4 shows already.
Nice.
We played in a little town away. They have a community park with a community event every Wednesday, and we got to do that and got to play in front of about, I think they said they equivalent to about 600 people, which was really cool.
So,
We got to play in my hometown. We got to play a fireworks festival for the 4th of July, and we got to play another. Well, they have a steam engine festival in another town, and probably about 20 minutes away. We got to play that. Got to play some parties. Got to play some bars. Done everything but practice.
well, technically, playing the show.
Well,
practice, right?
Well, right. But I mean, we're going to practice next week because actually this weekend, next weekend, and the weekend after. Actually, no, I lied. This weekend and next weekend are like pretty much the only 2 weekends I've had off since before my son was born. Even like, because even when he was born, that weekend he was born on a Friday, we didn't do anything, and then it was like 2 weeks later. I think it was. We played a show, and I've been playing every weekend. If not 1, 2 shows every weekend. We played a Wednesday night once, just been really going at it a lot, and it's been awesome. Our stage presence has definitely grown a lot because we're still a pretty new band. 3 years, 4 years now. We got several songs going. This right here is a full flex. We have several songs going. We're in a competition out in Hollywood right now for opening acts, ACTS, openingacts.com / something like that, south of 90. But if we win our division or whatever it's called, then because I believe, to my understanding, it was like 22,000 entries, and then it goes to so many in each genre, and then it goes into so many, and we're in like the 3rd or 4th round right now. We're still in 2nd place. I think now it's like the top 10, and then we go down to the top 5 starting in a couple days, and then this stuff all goes on until like September or something. So big shout out to everybody who's been following and voting for us. We were on the news in our local big city promoting the band. Like, dude, it just, life is so crazy. Like, I feel so blessed and so lucky, and things we were talking about years ago on this podcast and just in life, here we are achieving them and doing them. And it was just things that we were all shooting shit, like, it would be really cool if I did this, and it'd be cool to do that, and like, here we are, man, doing it.
Yep.
And not even thinking about it, not batting an eye. Big shout out, thank you to our viewer on Twitch. I do see that we do have one. Thank you very much for hanging out.
What's going
on? We know we're dorks and we're weird, and that's probably some of our better qualities.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to this fun, crazy show. But the band has just been such a blessing. We've made some changes here very recently. I don't know I know I told you, but I ended up buying this really, really, really exceptional bass rig. I told you how I got that little one that was super light, and then I bought these speakers, You play out, you gig, you make money doing it, not a lot, and then you play a lot of shows, and then you take that money and you reinvest it in your instruments and stuff. So I ended up getting, and they were here for quite a while, Mark bass, Club 210 and a Club 115, which is stupid. They're not labeled as a 210 and a 115. They're labeled some other numbers, but it's two 15-inch or a 15-inch speaker and two 10-inch speakers. That's why it's 210 and 115. But they sound amazing. The Mark bass speakers, they just sound so great. I got a hell of a deal on them. Big shout out to my boy Paul. Bam. Feel like we haven't done this in a few months, and I got a lot. I know me. I can just go, but hey, whatever.
Oh, you're good, dude. You're good.
But my bass rig that's usually sitting here sounds so nice when it works. When I got it, the connectors for speak-ons are really loose, so I have to get them fixed. But that doesn't matter because I still rig them up, and they still sound great. But the last month, we have not been using guitar amps. Jerry nor I. The guy that the other guy that plays in the band, he's been playing for a long time, so it's a big change for him, and he's kind of he's trying, but I can tell that it's just still intimidating and very uncomfortable, and when you're not used to it, people we understand. We're just trying to go for a quiet stage, but he's been doing well. He went from being super loud on the stage with everyone else to now he's the only stage volume that we have, and it's gotten much quieter and much more manageable. And when I say that, because people don't realize there's two sides of the stage. Duh. You have your stage volume, and then you have your front of house, as they call it. So your front of house is if you go to a concert, all the sound you hear, that is the front of house. And then everything on the stage is the stage volume, or monitoring, as they call it, which we have discussed. So, with that being said, we haven't been using guitar amps because we plug I'm plugging my bass guitar into a transmitter, like a wireless transmitter, and I plug it right into the mixing board. No thrills, no fills, no, none of that.
No worrying about wiring and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then the guitar players are going directly from their last, output of their guitar pedals,
right.
Chain, and they're sending it out directly into the main mixer as well. So it's a little different at first because you go from having this super punchy and super wonderful sounding amp behind you that you feel vibrate in the back of your legs, or when you're hitting a certain high note on a guitar, it just blows my freaking eardrums. So it's nice to not have that really loud guitar in the side of my head. I promise you that, because I'm already deaf enough. So now we have the same sound out front, but we have the sound in our ears, in our headphones,
and your monitors.
And man, it sounds so good. I honestly think my bass guitar in my headphones sounds way better than any amp I've ever set up and played on in my own possession. Because it's always like missing something, no matter how much you dial it in. And like listening to it in the headphones, you're like, my God, that sounds so good.
Headphones nowadays, I mean, the technology has gotten so advanced. Your range on your speakers and your headphones becomes so much more greater, or so much not more greater. Has become so much greater that you can actually get those really highs, those really lows, really crisp mids through a very tiny little speaker, if they're developed right.
It's awesome, but I'll talk more about that crap on my bass podcast, which is 40 to 400. You can find it on YouTube.
I don't mind. I like it. I'm into it.
Yes. Oh, I know. I everyone in this world needs a friend that they can just call one random day at like 9 o'clock at night and be like, dude, you got to hear this song. Every musician has got to have that friend. And you know what, folks? TJ is that friend for me. Like, TJ, check out this new song. Or, dude, guess what I'm working on?
Dude, I'll be sitting in like work on the line, so just jamming out to whatever music's in the background and stuff, and we'll be cooking whatever. And all of a sudden, I'll look down and think there's a message from Jamie in a little voice, like I'm like, I know what that is.
He's like, all right, Joe, turn off the fans in the ovens. I gotta hear this shit.
Oh, a lot of people do work don't like country, so I out of respect, I don't play any country. I just kind of play like restaurant music, and so I usually go out back or just go to the bathroom and listen to it. Just out of respect, to everybody at work. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude, I get it. My wife does not like country. She's not into it. It's not her thing. And I have been a pretty fluid country player now, as we've discussed for
Yeah.
what, 8, 10 years or something.
Mhm.
And we come home after. Oh, I was when we were on the news. I came home and my daughter and they were so excited because that was on the news, which is awesome, and it meant a lot to me, And my wife looks at me and she's like, "So I put some thought into it." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "I could definitely dress in cowgirl boots and be a stay-at-home cowgirl husband, countryman. I won't have to work. I'll just wear my cowgirl boots and walk around the house." And I'm like, "Huh? Like, the hell she just say to me? Oh, now you like the country?" She's like, "No, but if you can make money at it, I might as well just stay home." It was so funny.
Oh my god.
Good times. But yeah, with that being said, fall's coming up, and when the fall time hits, I am going to be putting out a lot of recordings because I bought all the fancy gadgets and tools that I needed to do that. But with the weather, it's hard to be out in the garage because I have to pay for 2 air conditioners to run for several hours to cool it down and several hours to keep it cool while I'm up there. And everyone in America and probably the world understand that, well, electricity went up by like a lot.
Mhm.
So I ain't been doing that unless somebody wants to cash out or Venmo me some money for air conditioning. I ain't doing it. And by the way, that's Sprangboro. Anyways, but yeah, come fall time, I'm really excited. The guys and I have been talking. We got some songs we've been wanting to record, so we're gonna get back on that. And I can't wait to start putting some more videos up on YouTube and doing more live streams on Twitch. Been so damn busy, but man, it's gonna feel good to get back on the saddle.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Um, you been playing anything else besides Rocket League? But I know you haven't been playing much because you've been so busy. But
Yeah, I haven't really. I mean, when I play with you guys, that's about it. I played a little bit of PUBG with Ty a little while ago, and then we jumped on the PUBG. I think it was just before you came on one day.
okay.
When you jumped in, we were already on Rocket League.
Did you
Uh,
see what's that game? Tom Clancy's game that we played the beginning for the beta, and we thought it was gonna be real cool.
I got the freaking background right here. What was it called? X Defiant.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen anything on there
because
yet,
they
actually.
pulled the plug
You know
on
what?
it.
Did they really?
Hmm.
Oh, you freaking serious?
Yeah, Google
I didn't know that.
Google it, bro. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell, man?
Yeah, it's Ubisoft. Yeah, that makes sense if they would pull the plug on it. They did a bunch of that stuff to a bunch of different games.
I was like, wow, this game's got the potential to be something pretty fun, and nope, they pulled it. I'm like, yep, that's all right. I still got Rocket League. We were playing Splitgate. That was a lot of fun. When we were playing it, we played Halo, the new one, and that for me that was great until I gotta play stuff on my computer because my daughter uses the Xbox.
Yeah.
And at the time, my computer won't handle it, so I'm like, screw it, and I stopped playing it. Now I can cloud game it, and I actually end up running a cable to do it, but I just play Rocket League, so it don't matter.
I'm reading it right now. It looks like. Okay, so it's actually still coming out. It's just not going to be labeled as a Tom Clancy game. It's actually changed. So this is the.
Yeah. Hit me. What's the website?
This is what am I looking at? This is GameSpot.
GameSpot.
Okay. Yeah. So Ubisoft's X Defiant is no longer a Tom Clancy, quote unquote, Tom Clancy game, but it will still include factions from Ubisoft's Tom Clancy video game universe.
Okay.
The reason for the change stems from Ubisoft making the decision to include factions from games outside of the Tom Clancy. Oh, so they want to expand. They want to expand the roster. So basically, what happened was they probably got into deep development in the game, and they realized, oh shit, we can't, because it's free to play. They can't make any more money out of it if they can't sell you more expansions to it. More characters and things like that.
Yeah, because Tom Clancy only
carrying it on. They
only
want to
has
carry
so much content.
Yeah,
that makes sense. You know what?
They want to make it a longer, which is a good sign.
That's
that
a
means
good.
That
I agree. That's a great.
They plan on servicing it for a while.
That's a great.
So that means that they plan on carrying it for a while. The only thing is I'm wondering with Ubisoft how much pay to play it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like how much of that is going to be like hidden behind a paywall as far as characters go. I think because like a lot of these games, in order to do this, they got to make money. And the only way they're going to make money, if they're doing it free to play, the only way they're going to be able to make money is by selling cosmetics, and, all that other stuff. The like Call of Duty does. You know what I mean? Like, think of how much money Call of Duty Warzone, even though it's free to play, the multiplayer.
Gosh, I haven't played that game in so long.
Yeah, neither have I.
I haven't played Apex. None of it.
Oh yeah, so there's the new. Oh, actually, the new logo actually looks kind of plain. To be honest with you, it looks good.
You see, Overwatch 2 is dropping.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as excited about it as I used to be.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. I mean, what'd you say? You got a glass, and you can only fill it up so much.
Yeah. You got.
So I didn't even sign up to play the beta because I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna have the time to play the game. Between my son and my daughter and the band and it's just work and all that crap. It's like I'm not gonna give any more than I already have.
My buddy Chris is trying to get me back into playing. What's it called there?
Apex.
I call Apex. Yeah, he wants me to start playing Apex again. I want to. I really do. But dude, I get so so angry in that game.
I get so discouraged in that game because you can do so good and you can be playing for so long, and then all of a sudden you're dead, and it's like
I don't mind that so much.
I do.
Just it's being teamed up with other people that are not any fault of their own, but you know what I mean. It's a communication game. You have to play together. You can't run off and go do your own thing. Well, you can if you're really really good. I'm not that good. I'm okay. But there's a lot of people that forget that. They'll wander too far from the group and they can't get back in time to help. Not really paying attention to where their teammates are.
Right, because what you want out of the game is to get deep in the game.
Yeah, I'm tactical.
I get it. Yeah. A lot of people, just want to get on and play, and not everybody wants to do that. Some people want to do the grind and actually do it for real. I remember playing Call of Duty. It was so much fun when everybody was running in and just being crazy and shooting up the place. That was a lot of fun. And then Call of Duty started to turn into not just run and gun. It turned into more tactical. Because at first their games were fun, but they weren't super tactical games. They were you had basically 3 lanes. You run into each other, you try and kill each other and go. And then all of a sudden they added windows and they added second stories that you can hide behind ledges.
Doors that are closed and
peek around then it became tactical, and a lot of people that used to be good at the game were no longer good at it. Me being one. Because it became too much. It's I'm not here for that. Yeah. So, and that's okay, it's all right. But if you're playing on a squad that you're especially if you're amongst your homeboys or whatever, your group, your party, you guys are all like-minded and you guys all discuss what you want to achieve, how involved you want to get, how deep you want to get in the game, and you do it. But when you're playing with random people, it doesn't matter because you can't communicate. Even when you can talk to them, 9 out of 10 times you can talk to them, but they don't. No one's listening.
Yeah.
So, That's overwhelming. It's frustrating, but sometimes that's the way it goes, and that's why I guess I don't get as much into those games because I just don't have it in me. Uh, I'm getting better again because I've been getting a lot of things achieved off my list at home and at work, and it's in the band and all that crap. Just getting things done and knocking things off the list, and like tomorrow I hope to get my big drain, my main French drain downstairs unclogged. I got a root problem. I don't want to spend a bunch of money to have someone
Yep.
come out and do it right now. So I got a snake, and if it don't work, I got another dude that told me I could use his like real good, heavy, strong one. So then I can just blow through the line, and then I'll put the stuff in there to treat it. And then in another year or two, I can pull out the line and relay pipe.
Yep.
But it sucks because whenever it rains and you get a hard rain, people know that when you don't have a sub pump and you don't have the best drainage, any hard rain and the water has nowhere to go, it goes into your house and then it floods, and that's fun.
Yep. Yep. That's what happens here. We have a sub pump that goes 24/7.
It's not fun.
Every like 3 minutes, it goes off to pump water out.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Nope. Especially
So-
when the pump fails and then your basement floods and kills your furnace.
Yeah, exactly. So mine right now is because of roots, which is not uncommon. I mean, I've looked a lot of things up. A lot of people talk about it. So I got this one coming, and hopefully I can get that done. I got a couple other things I'm going to get done in my kids' room and fix some drywall in the kitchen. Dad living well. That's all. Playing music. Um, my finger, I cut it real bad some months ago, and I can't bend it right. So
Oh, no.
I don't know. I've heard there's creams and stuff you can get for it, and things you can do to make it stretch back out. Because right now I can't. I can't make guitar. Like, that's why I haven't been playing acoustic guitar in months, because I can't make shapes,
Oh yeah.
and it hurts. Like, it hurts.
You do that? Oh.
But I play bass, so it don't matter. I'm a bass player. And I use dude, I use all of my fingers to play these days. It's all, doing all kinds of different techniques and stuff. And you don't realize how much you need your fingers to make shapes until you grab a guitar and you're like, screw it. I'll go play a real guitar. But yeah, with the band, it's really awesome. You think, I mean, you've been to some shows and stuff, and you know how long it takes to, after you're done,
Oh yeah.
to pack it all up,
Pack everything out.
tear
yeah.
it all down, pack it all up, put it in your car,
In there.
without using guitar amps, and with my new fancy self-powered speakers and the in-ear monitors and all that crap. We played last Friday at a party. We got done at 11:05 p.m. We tore down the small light system I had. It's like a 4-bar Chauvet. We tore that down, the post, the plug, the cord, wrapped them all right. And then we disconnected all the drums, the drum mics, all the cables, and everything. Packed them up. Put them in our cars. A whole drum set, all the PA, the snakes, and the computers and everything. And we were out of there at 11:40.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Like, full tear down and car pack up.
That's awesome.
35 minutes. Just saying. That's pretty awesome.
And there's
And that's with our sound. And like, I'm not saying our sound's the best, but it sounds pretty good. Like, it sounds like a band when we play.
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
And 35-minute tear down and pack up.
That's awesome.
We're like, is this broke?
It should have been last call by the time we were done.
Yeah, it was awesome. And for me, that hour drive home, I was still home by 1 o'clock in the morning. Unloaded and in bed by 1:30. So
That's awesome.
yes, some of our shows we play 9:30 to 1:30. Some of our shows we play 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Some of them have been 5 to 8. It's crazy.
Yeah.
COVID's changed all of that. for
Yeah.
us. because now people are like, so you're telling me I can have a full band show early in the evening, have
Mm-hmm.
enough patrons to make it worth doing, sell food, and everybody's out of the
Out
out
of the property by
out of the
10.
property by 10 o'clock on a, because
Yeah.
I actually know several bars and stuff like that, and people that I talk to, like I got a buddy that's got a bar, and he Friday nights, Saturday nights. I think I've seen him personally when I've talked to him. He's been open like maybe 2 or 3 weekends. He'll be open past midnight on a Saturday night because people just don't do that anymore. Like
Yeah.
people don't go out like they used to. It's really crazy. Um, I mean, it's a bummer when it's kind of like a part of your livelihood to be out at the
Yeah.
bars and having people out there. But uh, it's also really awesome just to know that people are doing their thing, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The whole scene, the whole restaurant scene, everything's really changed. Aspect.
I mean, working in a
Huh.
kitchen, you know it more than anyone. People have different demands these days, and
Mhm.
and how you get the food to them is a whole different model now.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Worked in a lot of different restaurants to see how it's changed. It was actually one of the places down the street. It's probably one of the only places in town now that's. I mean, a lot of the big restaurants closed. The one I used to work at, the British Beer Company, that most of those are gone now. They just opened up another place called the Local, which is the one of the managers. They used to be was a manager at the BBC. Opened up that place in the same building that the BBC was in down the street, and yeah, so but they're doing fantastic. You know what I mean? Like they changed, I guess the whole. I still haven't gone there yet. Um, but all my friends that have gone there, anybody I know that's gone there, they said it looks great. They changed it around. They got a huge menu, and yeah, so I'm really happy for them. It's awesome, you know. But every time I drive by there, there's always a full parking lot for the most part, which is great. But like some of the other places, there's like some rumors of some other places opening. I heard the other day that there might be like a Greek restaurant that might be opening.
Oh wow!
That's kind of up in the air because the guy who owns like a lot of the properties in the area, I guess, kind of does that every now and then. He'll like go to sign a lease with somebody, and then somebody else will come in and be like, "Oh, I want that spot," da, 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 and they'll be like, "All right, well, how much will you pay for the rent or whatever?" We use that kind of as leverage to get more money. So yeah, there's a few places that are supposedly in the works for opening, but hopefully it brings more people, more jobs.
Well, you just want to see things and people succeed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of pizza places around. That's the one good thing about me is, for the most part, job security is fairly good for me because I can always find a job in a restaurant fairly easily. Either as a prep cook or a line cook or whatever. Because I've done pretty much most stuff in a restaurant as far as positions go. Outside of managing, I don't have no desire to manage in a restaurant. Forget all that noise and stress.
Right. Speaking about noise and stress, you want to see something? No, something I seen funny the other day. They had a meme on that Facebook, and it said something about. I wonder how mad Milli Vanilli is that people are making money lip syncing on TikTok.
Saw that, yeah. Yeah. Got him. 20 something years later. Got him.
I was like, wow, that's so funny. That's probably the best meme I've seen all year, truly.
They must be extremely pissed off.
Cracked my neck right there. Needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to tell people that it was episode 70. No, I did. Did I tell them the date? Because today's
It's okay. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit record.
Oh,
So
I
There won't be
did.
any video. It'll just be audio from you.
Oh, I have all this. I can even. I actually. I have a way I can send you the. Because I can go up to 2 gigs on an audio transfer file.
Oh, gotcha.
So I can even
I can't
send.
believe I forgot to hit. I forgot to hit record.
You know what? You know what? You know what? It's plain Jane. There's no fancy fireworks. There's no intros. But I'm still gonna put it up, and I can even put it up on Facebook if you'd like.
All right, cool. That'd be cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, this ain't even awkward. You know, we're
I just
out of
realized
practice.
he's like,
We're out of practice.
looking, I'm like, oh shit!
And now, to be fair, folks, I'm very handsome and very distracting. But I told him, I said, 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
You did too.
5 seconds. So, that's, unfortunate. I've been there and done that. But that's not a here nor there. I'm really excited, man. We got to do a podcast today.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I can't believe I can record this. Son of a bitch. Why didn't you tell me we were getting ready?
Awkward.
Speaking of awkward, you know who they're saying is one of the most the most improved teams of the summer 2022 in the Western Division of NHL? The Seattle Kraken. Those guys have picked up some freaking shotguns. They picked up some tools, man. If you haven't been there it is. Dun, 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 dun. If you have not been following it, they just picked up a forward who was on the Colorado Avalanche. He's like a 2-time, Stanley Cup winner. Blah 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 blah. They got him on free agency. They've got some other, new talent. Vegas. I listen to Locked On podcast. Right now they're doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Vegas, and they have the same opinion that I did. Like, okay, so we got rid of Max Pacioretty, who's a high scorer. That's cool. Okay. Oh, we didn't get shit for him in return. Well, at least we dumped some of our cap space. Okay, all right. Yeah, what now? Now what are we gonna do? Because now we have like a whole bunch of players, and it's like, okay, well, let's see what happens. Because there is a shit show in the net. It's a shit show up front. The defense has basically been kind of a shit show. We just got a new coach, dun, 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 Bruce Cassidy from the Boston Bruins.
Boston Bruins.
And so now he's Vegas Golden Knights' new fearless leader. And Peter DeBoer from Vegas, well, after he got let go, went to the Dallas Stars. So that'll be interesting. Not making big, bold predictions, but I think Logan Thompson is currently our best chance at a goalie because Robin Leonard for Vegas, he's a big dude. They call him the Panda. They say he's great. He came from Chicago. He's played in other teams. I think the dude's, he's an advocate for mental health, and I think that's great. Hats off to you, bro. But I think his hockey plan has been very, very not as much as you'd like to have when you're trying to win games. You want a goalie that generally will stop pucks or deflect them and make plays when you're, trying to win.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, the less goals that the other team gets, the better, right?
Yeah.
How it works?
It's kind of, if a team has one goal, you don't want to give up anymore. But maybe there's other issues. I follow the hockey, but I'm not political and all that. But I think Logan Thompson, towards the end of the season, he did a great job. Brossoit, he barely played, so I know he's not that great. Vegas, in my opinion, we're meh, 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 going into the new season. But Seattle Kraken, man, I'll tell you, I get updates from them quite often, and it's like, wow, like they're looking.
They make a big splash.
They're looking like they're actually going to start to be, because the first one, they went in.
Yeah.
Things didn't go the way it planned, and that's okay. But yeah, they're looking like they're going to be a contender this year, man, or this new season, and I'm excited for
Awesome.
that
That's very
because
awesome.
I want to see them, show everybody what they're capable of.
Oh yeah.
And football, I guess, is starting up soon. Whatever. Preseason's like next weekend or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Brady's gonna do one more season, isn't he?
Again, who gives a shit? Back to hockey. No, he is going to do one more season. So,
Yeah.
I've said it once, I said it again. There's a reason why the people call him the greatest of all time. To me, he's always done well. He's always kicked our asses. So, I mean, I could see that sticking, but hey, we'll see how it goes for him. I think he should have went out on a high note, but
Yeah.
when you're Tom Brady, you don't give a shit. You're just going to do what you want. He's already
Gonna be
made
good
his
no matter
money.
what.
He's already made his money. He's already made a name for himself. He's already established himself. Now he's just maybe doing this one actually for fun.
Yeah.
So kudos. I'll be watching all season. I'm excited to see.
Oh yeah.
This is the most the most excited about a football season I've been. I said that going into last season, and I watched more games than I did the years before for a couple of years. This year, the band's not going to be practicing on Sundays. I'll be able to watch more games, and I'm excited because I find enjoyment in those little things. It'll give me reasons to sit at home with my boy and my daughter and my the dogs and the wife and the cat and the fish and I'm sorry, frog. Now it'll just be more fun. But with that being said, it is starting to get late and I'm getting to be older. That's just me queuing up saying we're going to play some Rocket League.
Yeah, I stopped recording, but I never started.
Oh, and Linus says you sound great, so I get it.
I know, right? Yeah. Shout out to Linus.
Yes, that's right. But seriously, thank you guys so very much for actually, being here with us tonight, and thanks for making time out of your day to give us a listen. It's funny, after we stopped for a little while, I was running into some people around town, and they're like, "You guys still doing the podcast?" I'm like, "Not lately." "Why, man? That shit's fun. You guys are funny." I'm like, "You think so?" "Yeah, you want a shot?" "Yeah, sure do." Sprangboro Sessions, Sprangboro Sessions. Yeah.
Oh wait, I can grab it off of Twitch, can't I? Yeah, I could probably grab it off of Twitch.
If you
I think about it.
broadcasted it, yeah.
No, off of yours. I think I can download the VOD.
Well, I better make sure to put a kibosh to that, huh? So very good to see you, my friend. Very proud of you.
Yes, sir. You as well.
I know you've worked very hard, and you continually do that. And keep it up.
Oh yeah, you as well.
Bunch of my friends and family and everything out there, and everyone, keep doing what you're doing. We're still here. We're still on this earth so far, and making the best every day. So stay happy, stay healthy. And don't be afraid to live your best life.
Take care, everybody.
Let me get ready. Get ready. Hold on. Let me try again. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't be afraid to live your best life.
Here you go.
Deuces.